For introductions, maize, or well known as a corn, is one of the global's most extensively grown grain crops. Next, maize is distinguished by its stalks, substantial leaf, and unusual inflorescence, which resemble tassels of flowers. It is monoecious because it has unisexual flowers, and it shows that maize have separate male and female flowers on the same plant. It has ability to do self-pollinations, but at the same time, it can promote cross-pollinations. In this video, we will show the steps involved in cross-pollinations between purple maize, which is variety 519, and yellow maize, which is variety 516, and self-pollinations of maize from the same variety.
For precaution needed while crossing the maize, first is crossing maize must be process done daily in the morning in a particular direction. Before crossing other with variety of maize, make sure to do hand sanitization to prevent cross contamination with pollen from the previous pollination. Besides, cover with paper bag on the maize that appear with air to prevent contamination from pollination. Ensure the maize plants are not affected by disease before making crossing over. Lastly, do not carry tassel through field because the pollen may fall and lead to contamination. Firstly, once the silk appears, apply the pollen on the silk of purple maize that covered with a plastic bag. Then, cover back the maize with plastic bag and staple it to prevent from rain, wind, and pests. Lastly, label the plastic bag with name, date, and variety of maize, which is the variety of maize is 519. Firstly, once the silk emerges, apply the pollen from variety of purple maize 519 on the silk of yellow maize that covered with plastic bag. Then, cover back the maize with plastic bag carefully to prevent from rain, wind, and pests. Lastly, label the plastic bag with name, date, and variety of maize.
Step involved in pollinations of maize with same variety is first cover the ear of corn until the seal emerge because it only can be done after the seal emerge. Then once the seal emerge, apply the pollen of yellow maize from variety 316 that had been collected from tassel to the seals of yellow maize in the same plant. Next, cover back the seal with paper bag to protect it against insects and rain. Lastly, label the paper bag with our name, date, and variety of maize that have been pollinated. Step involves for cross-pollinations of maize between male parent, which is yellow maize from variety 316, and female flower, which is purple maize from variety 319 is first cover the ear of purple maize from variety 319 until the seal emerge because pollination only can be done after the seal emerge. Then Once the seed appear, apply the pollen of yellow maize from variety 316 that had been collected from the tassel to the seal of purple maize from variety 319. Next, cover back the seal with plastic bag to protect it against the insects and rain. Lastly, label it with our name, date of pollinations, and variety of maize that had been pollinated. Our maize reproduction system is divided into two, which is female and male part. Ear and seal is reproduction system in female part, while tassel and anther are reproductive system in male part. Firstly, ear develop during the reproductive stage. It helps to develop seals from the surface of ovary, and it also contains developing kernels. Next, seal belong to the female flower of the maize plant. It is crucial part in the maize plant reproductive cycle because it is responsible for receiving the pollen from the tassel. Hence, it also allows the pollen to reach the oval where fertilization takes place. Hence, tassel is a male reproductive structure in a maize plant. It is in charge of pollen productions. And it also contains a stamen which are male reproductive organ in maize plant that consists the anther. Lastly, anther is a part of stamen that hold the pollen grains, and it is in charge to release the male gametopites or pollen grains. The principles of mass breeding involves inbreeding and hybridizations because it involves self-pollinations and cross-pollinations. For inbreeding, it happens due to self-pollinations which occur between the maize from same variety. Self-pollinations happen since we pollinate the purple maize from variety 519 and yellow maize from variety 516 with itself. And ear seals are pollinated by pollen from the same maize plant. All the progeny will be genetically identical to each other. Next is for hybridizations. It happens due to cross-pollinations which occur between the maize from different variety. It shows that cross-pollination happens because we do the crossing between purple maize from variety 519 with yellow maize from variety 516. We use pollen parents from purple corn to be crossing with seed parent from yellow corn, and we also use pollen parent from purple corn to be crossing with seed parent from yellow corns. All of the progeny will have features that are better than those of their parents' varieties, which are 519 and 516 respectively of purple and yellow maize.
In conclusion, many processes involved which are used in the development of new varieties. Good hybrid seed feed management and acknowledge to seed regulation provide high-quality seed output. Quality maize hybrid seed production includes series of steps, which is each depend on the success of preceding steps. It is very important because crossing over improves the variation of offsprings and generate a genetic difference within the population.